Welcome back to Joker 1014. We are back in the garage. We're 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 back in the garage. We got this beast behind me. I did say I was going to do a little bit of work today. I was going to film it, do a video of it, but I got sidetracked and forgot, because I'm not used to having anything in my hand while I'm working on something. I'm not used to doing this YouTube stuff. I'm not used to doing this kind of stuff. So I ended up starting working on this. I told you there was some rust right here, and there was rust over on this side. As you can tell, there was rust over there, and as you can tell, I already went ahead and cut that rust out because I cannot find wheel wells for this thing. The only wheel wells I could use in here, and I do not want to cut all the way out far, because then I would have to splice some pieces in, and I didn't want to do all that. Or I had to cut down the new fender, so I would have had to cut all the way back through there, all that out, over here, cut that out, all the way around that floor line, and then I would have had to take that off and take that off and remount it on the new one and remount that on the new one. Some people say yes, that would be the best way to do it, is take those off, weld a new piece in, new wheel well in, and just weld those back on. Well, I did not do it. I'm not going to do it because the wheel wells I can get for this thing are a little wider. They stick out because they are from a tracker. This body is kind of almost like a tracker, but this is actually a Kia. So from the front to the back half is almost like a tracker. The only thing that's different is it's actually, this one has a roof on it. A tracker, it's a soft top or a hard top all the way back. It just depends on what year the tracker is. Some trackers, they do have a soft top. It goes from the front windshield all the way to the back, and there's some trackers it goes halfway, if I remember right. It starts here and then the soft top goes back. And plus the side windows are a little bit bigger than a Kia side window. So as you can tell, we are going to end up cutting. See that hole right there? Well, if you come over to where my finger is, we're going to cut right here, and we're going to go right up, and then I'm going to come up, and then we're going to cut across. Now this back half over here is not bad, so I can take this off. I'm going to have to take that off, and we're just going to cut it in half, and then I got some sheet metal. As you guys can tell, I used sheet metal. The stuff I'm using was this stuff, so it worked out real good. So we're going to use some of that. I still got a whole sheet over there that I can do both sides of the wheel wells. We're going to do that. I'm going to try to work on it this weekend. So right now what I'm doing is trying to get everything cleaned up and making it fit good. So we're going to get all this cleaned up. I'm going to get the grinder out tomorrow. We're going to grind this, get all the sharp edges off, and then we're going to weld a piece in there. And then on the back side we will also weld another piece, but I might use just a thinner piece that I have laying around. We're going to weld it on the outside where the tire is, the inside of the wheel well, not this side but the inner side of the wheel well. We will weld a piece in there, and then we will take stuff like this that's on the floor. but it's more of a Rhino line, and we will do the inside of the wheel well as a Rhino line. So if you guys want to see me do this tomorrow, stay tuned. I will try to get the video out tomorrow night. No guarantees, but I will have it out. If I don't get it out tonight or tomorrow night, I will definitely get it out Thursday night. I think today's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, I think it's Tuesday, 9 o'clock or something like that. So we're going, like I said, we're going to try to get all that cut out tomorrow. It's getting too late to run the grinder because I live in a neighborhood and I don't want my neighbors to complain. I don't want to be too loud. So we're going to be working on that and then get some money saved up, and we will go buy another can of Bondo. And I do have some body glass up here, but I don't like using that because it's more like fiberglass. So I like to use some of the Bondo, especially if I'm fixing dents in the vehicle. A lot of people will use that fiberglass to put on like a dent. Like say right here, they will use that body glass, fill it in, scuff it down, and paint it, and be done with it. I don't like using it because it's like fiberglass. I rather use that stuff if I'm making something and I need a form, or if I will use it on like a bumper or a fiberglass hood or something like that. Or if a door is plastic, I will use it on plastic. So that's about what I do. So the stuff I was talking about, we will spray in the back half on the floor after we get the new weld pieces in, will be this. This can is cheap. It's $5. I will get a can of that, and when it comes time, I will show you how to spray it on. This stuff will work on anything on the floor of a vehicle. I recommend you not to use this in a bed unless you absolutely sand the bed down really, really, really good. I'm talking sand it down to bare metal if you have to, then spray it on. Because if you miss any spots when you're sanding, or if you just scuff the surface thinking it's going to stick, then what's going to happen is it's going to peel. Because I did it in the back of my S10 over the summer, and it peeled like it peeled bad. It really did. So I recommend, if you're going to use that on anything on the outside of the vehicle or underneath the vehicle or in a bed, make like a bed liner or whatever, use it as a bed liner. That's pretty much what the stuff is for, but you really have to sand it down. It's just not, it's not good for the weather unless you absolutely sand it down to almost bare metal, then spray it on. It's a lot of work, because the way I did it is I just took some sandpaper and I just went over it really quick and got the paint all scuffed up and got it smoothed out, and I went to go paint it on there, and I think it was a week or two later, it literally started peeling off the floor of the S10 in the bed. So like I said, you really got to make sure the floor is clean really good, sanded down really good, wiped down really good. It's a big process just to spray that one little can. So, but if you guys want to see or whatever me working on this, stay tuned. I will try to get a video out tomorrow night. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, whatever. Do your thing. Come back, watch me do this. It's going to be a fun project to do, especially with me. I just learned how to use my welders, so I've been practicing and practicing and practicing, to use my welder. That way I can do this. This is why I practice, so I can do this. I practice and practice and practice. As you can tell, I've been practicing so much with my welder that I actually welded this in. I still got to grind it down to make it look pretty, but I got it all tack welded in and it looks pretty dang good. This is the roll pan for my S10. I already have one on the S10, but I was going to do something cool with this one. I don't know yet. I was going to put, it had louvers in it. It had slots. And I was going to make a smaller slot, louvers in it or some. I don't know. I don't have an idea yet. I just put those in so I can come up with an idea. So we're still working on that project, and we still got the Durango to finish. So I got 4 things I need to get finished before I bring the S10 in this winter and start working on the S10. I still got to get the wheel well flares sanded. They're sanded down. I just need to get them primered, painted. We're going with a primer look on the Durango, but the way I'm going with the primer look, it's going to almost look like bed liner. So, holy crap, we got a semi coming down my street. That was crazy. Our street is so small, semi shouldn't be going down it. But anyways, so guys, with that being said, like I said, subscribe, like, share, whatever you guys want to do. If you guys want to see me work on this and screw it all up, be more than happy to watch the channel. We're definitely screwing stuff up in this garage. We definitely screw everything up. As you can tell, look, got rest holes. Come on now. And then I turn around and cut holes out of things. But the fun part of it is putting it back together. So with that being said, Joker 1014 is out. Much love. Peace.